We're going to be talking about a lot today. There's obviously a lot of change happening in the world. There's also a lot of change happening in the software industry. And we're going to cover a lot this morning. At the end, we'll have a link you can go to and see a summary of everything we've talked about here. So if you want to learn more, go to sessions. It'll be a great index for you. So this morning, I'm going to be talking about the main trends that are really transforming software, how they relate to all of us, relate to Adobe software and the community all around us. And those three trends are really tectonic shifts. The first is client and cloud computing, where we really have a shift in how people are developing software from being purely on the client or even just purely on the cloud to really a blend of both client and cloud computing working together. The second trend that's happening right now is one that's more of a social trend, social computing. And it's about how we're all more profoundly connected to each other via the internet and how that really changes how we experience software. Software is no longer a solo experience. It's really one where your friends are involved. There's definitely humanity around you as you're using the software. And so how does that change what you do? And then the third trend that we're going to talk about this morning is devices and desktop computing and how there's a real major shift to a multi-screen world where we're using not just one big screen to interact with content. There's a variety of different screens that need to work together and help people succeed accessing content over the internet. So these are all major trends. Each one of them is really significant, but they're all happening at the same time. So it's a very interesting time for us all to be in the industry building these applications, designing this content, and really rolling with all of these changes that are happening around us here. So let's start with client and cloud. And with the cloud, we really see an amazing opportunity to combine client computing and cloud computing and really balance the two together. So at Adobe, we're taking very much a balanced approach with each. And our belief is the future of computing is really combining processing on the local client and taking advantage of a bunch of different services across the cloud. And to give a little overview of what we're doing in this space, first I'm going to give an overview of the client side, then we'll talk about on the cloud side. So on the client, of course, we've been doing some really great innovation with Flash Player 10. It's already been released. It's being adopted broadly. And it's reaching already with Flash Player pretty much all the computers on the web today. And the situation we're in is pretty amazing because we can actually update that software now in less than a year. In about 9 months, we can actually upgrade the capabilities on the web and introduce new capabilities for everyone who are using these applications and interacting with content. And what this means for you is that we can innovate at a much faster rate. We can deploy new technologies like Pixel Bender or new 3D effects or a faster scripting engine. And we can get that out to everyone on the web in a consistent way. And you can start taking advantage of it very quickly. So with Flash Player 10, we've introduced a few different areas. And these are driven actually by communication between the Flash Player team and all of you, really driving forward where Flash should go. We saw some people doing 3D graphics libraries. We thought, how can we make those go faster? We saw people using text more inside their applications. How can we make that be higher quality? And so we've really driven the functionality in Flash Player 10 based on working with all of you and the edges you're pushing on what you're actually creating with Flash.
Today's Wow Technology Minute is sponsored by Web Directions North. Web Directions North is taking place in Denver, Colorado, February 2009, and is one of the world's leading conferences for web professionals, bringing together the leading experts from around the nation and around the world to educate, entertain, and inspire. Wow will be participating at Web Directions North with a special session entitled Educating the Next Generation of Web Professionals. Check out all the details and the great links on the WowTechnologyMinute.com website.